Some Newtown families are waking up in Washington, D.C. this morning. They flew home with President Obama aboard Air Force One. They're in D.C. to lobby senators on gun reform.
And once again, gun reform is front and center in the Capitol. Let's join ABC's Devin Dwyer live in Washington, D.C. this morning with the very latest. Once again, they're talking guns this morning, Devin.
They are indeed, Chris and Ann. Good morning to you. You know, even before Congress starts voting on any of these gun measures, there's an all-out blitz taking place today on Capitol Hill. President Obama, yesterday, you saw him in your state, of course, trying to tap into some of that emotion from Newtown just 4 months ago. As some of these memories have faded, he needs all the help he can get. Right now, the gun legislation that he's proposed faces a very stiff opposition on Capitol Hill, and he'll get a little bit of help today. We'll see those families up on Capitol Hill going door to door, really trying to make their case. Chris and Ann.
And Devin, what's the biggest sticking point right now on those new gun laws?
Well, the biggest sticking point in the Senate bill, which is what we're talking about here, is actually background checks. So President Obama and Democrats want to see those background checks expanded to all gun purchases. Of course, gun advocates don't want to make it any harder to get a gun. So you see a group of senators today on Capitol Hill, Republicans and Democrats, trying to find some middle ground here. And what it looks like is they may expand background checks to online gun sales and gun shows, while making some exemptions for family members who do private transfers. It's going to be an uphill battle. The president's allies think there's only about a 50-50 chance that this will pass. But what we're all watching here in Washington is the NRA. They opposed the background check measure. We'll just wait to see if they actually work to defeat that measure. Chris,
we talk about those families from Newtown, and you mentioned them being there. Obviously, they have dealt very much with Connecticut's congressional delegation, but what message are they hoping to get to the rest of the Congress, senators and congressmen?
Well, as you know, they're not united necessarily on specific gun measures, but these Newtown families certainly seem to have a consensus around the need to take action. And that's their message here today. They're going to be on Capitol Hill talking to lawmakers to do something. There's a group of 12 Republican senators who are vowing to block even a vote on any new gun measures. So what we're seeing from these families is a message of get something done, get it on the floor, even if they fail, please vote. Chris and Ann.
Devin, thanks so much for joining us from Washington this morning.